All right, everybody, we are back for Cast of Thrones Season 8. It's Season 3 for us. It's the Game of Thrones Hit Sensation podcast, and I've got co-host of the year, back-to-back year, soon to be 3, Patrick motherfucking Story.
What up, what up?
So good to have you. We just did a great smoke break. You can check that out on YouTube. We talked about the Masters and great moments in golf history, basically.
Congrats again, Tiger.
Congrats, Tiger. It was a great conversation. Right here for everybody, we have made by the Delwinty. This is Winter's Frost. It is the House Stark Game of Thrones limited edition collection of single malts. They're all made by different companies. I got this one first because it is House Stark, the perennial favorite, and my favorite. I'm guessing it's yours as well.
Yeah, it is, actually.
You switching to Targaryen with Jon Snow?
I'm loyal to Jon Snow. Nobody else seems to be.
He is just doing such a good job of not being the annoying character. You know?
That's true. Yeah.
He is not an annoying character.
He's just dumb sometimes.
Yes.
But it's a good dumb. It's not a bad one. It's the hero dumb, which...
It's what we need.
Yeah.
You know, a hero's got to be stupid. So, what we do here at Cast of Thrones is we review the episode scene by scene, we run through it, and we give our predictions. Patrick probably has the highest percentage of prediction corrections, or being correct on predictions, in the entire history of Game of Thrones, honestly. When it comes to having at least 15 predictions. Who's better?
I don't really know anyone, but no one watches the show. I haven't read all the books, but I do my research sometimes. It's my favorite show of all time.
Do you think reading the books, not because you know stuff, but now that we're out of the books, because you read the books, you kind of probably understand the way things work a little bit better?
Some things. Sometimes it's hard to put the story back and forth because I've missed questions at trivias before because
really
Bran's age was something in the books. They're 3 years older than they are in the book. I mean, in the show than they are the books.
How old are they in the books?
I'm pretty sure it starts off Jon and Rob are supposed to be 14, turning 15, soon.
I should have packed this before we started, but that's so weird to me.
Rickon is 2 or 3. Bran is 6. Arya's 8 or 9 or something like that. And Sansa's 10 or 11.
Why did they switch it? Just because to get characters?
I mean, it's easier to act when you're a little bit older. So, and I mean, who's gonna play a good Jon at 14, 15 years old?
Yeah. He crushed. I mean, they're not obviously going to be that age. We got people if I was in Hollywood, I would play a high school student.
Yeah, that's true.
For sure, dude. Saved by the Bell over here.
100%.
So, what I like about this is freestyling with you, and I want to get your thoughts on the first episode.
I thought it was great, man. To be honest, I didn't want to have my hopes up too much because, I mean, we've been hyping this up for almost 2 years now, and it was good. I was telling you, it was a little crammed, but I picture all the episodes being like that now. That's just how it is because we only have 6 whole episodes.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be boom, 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 boom. Let's just get into it.
Yeah, fuck it.
So we got a new intro.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, new intro. We got all sorts of people. Ooh, it means this and that. And do you think there's a bunch of meaning to that at all? Do you think there's meaning in what they do with the intro, other than to show where everything's taking place in this season?
Yeah, because they showed the crypts of Winterfell, which is going to be important somehow.
And they also were going into the places, like how you just said. Very different.
Also showed
an invasion.
The I guess the crypts or the bottom part of King's Landing where the dragon's head was, or the dragon's skull was.
I didn't notice that.
Mm-hmm.
I was making popcorn.
Oh, true.
It was one of those where at the watch party that I went to, that I'm going to every Sunday for the rest of Game of Thrones history. I brought popcorn. There's all these snacks. I was like, does anyone want popcorn? Everyone looks at me like I'm a douchebag. People don't think about popcorn. You know what I mean?
I don't. Yeah, we have.
You either do and you love it, or you don't at all.
I don't like snacks that make any type of crunch noise or anything during.
Yeah, I don't like chips.
We
But
had-
popcorn doesn't make noise.
A little bit sometimes.
How dare you? How dare
I'm not
you?
the biggest popcorn fan anyway. Do you like kettle corn?
I have no idea. Probably.
Do you know what kettle corn is? It's just sweet popcorn.
Then yeah, I love it.
Instead of butter and salt, it's like sweet.
I love it. I love extreme amounts of butter. Like I don't like regular ass popcorn. And honestly,
No,
man,
instead of butter and salt.
no, I
it's-
understand.
Oh,
I'm talking about when it comes to regular popcorn too.
God.
I love kettle corn now that I know what it is. Yeah, I love that. It's way better.
no, it's not.
You don't think it's better than regular popcorn?
No. And popcorn is trash anyway.
Is kettle corn like the caramel drizzle stuff?
No. Caramel is literally, it looks like normal white popcorn, but it's sweet instead.
No, I hate that. I hate that. What I do love is super buttery popcorn.
Buttery popcorn. I mean, it's addictive when you get it. It just gets stuck in your teeth. You got to do all this other crap.
I have not eaten it, and I swear I've not eaten popcorn in probably 8 years.
There's probably a good reason for that.
And then Claire
Oh,
brought
shit.
it back into my life, and now I'm obsessed with
That's
it.
peer pressure.
It's peer pressure,
Look what she got you on.
and it's pure pressure because it's just like that. I gotta eat it. So, anyways, I get the popcorn, I make it, and everyone looks at me, no, I don't want popcorn. And it smells amazing, and as soon as I'm about to get settled, actually, I do want popcorn.
Oh, true. So
Fuck you, Jake.
that's why you missed the intro.
Yeah.
It
So,
only showed what?
I only missed like that part though.
Well, it showed the Wall, the Last Hearth, Winterfell, and King's Landing. And Last Hearth was there because the Umbers.
Very limited.
Yeah,
So
I didn't like it.
I think it's already too long of an intro. I like
I
what
loved
Barry
it.
does.
I love the intro, but I didn't like the new one. Like, don't switch up on us on last season. Come on now. Last
Westworld,
season.
which basically, well, I mean, Ramin Djawadi did the
I
intro for
love-
both. I love Westworld. The intro is cool. I think they're both completely unnecessary and could easily be Barry's intro. Do you watch Barry?
I'm going to start this week actually.
It's the best intro.
But dude,
It takes 8 seconds tops.
you're talking about the
Probably
intros, but remember, like, all the people are be able to hum out the intro all the time.
We used to put it on here, but now I can't because I'm getting in trouble for taking copyrighted shit.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Getting in trouble on YouTube. Fucking dicks. So, we go from the new intro to a boy running. First, I want to ask this. Did you watch the episode twice?
Yeah, I've seen it twice now.
Very nice. So, we see this boy. He's running. He's going through the woods. You're like, is he running from a White Walker? What the fuck is going on? What was your thought when you see him running?
It's the same thing as the first episode when Bran's running
Yep.
to go see the kings or the king Robert coming in Winterfell. Like, a lot of the like certain things were the exact same thing.
Are we going to see Jon Snow's head get cut off? Just like Ned?
Ooh.
Just because of what you just said and the parallel and all that? What if? There's a prediction for your ass.
No,
I don't think so, but there is one.
it could be.
So yeah,
I could be wrong.
he's running. You're like, what the fuck is going on? And then you see the unsullied like shield and fucking spike things walk
Freezing
by.
their non-balls, having asses off.
Yeah, no balls, yet still cold. And then, what do you see next? Arya Stark. She sees
Yes.
Jon.
She sees John, a little smirk. You could tell like she wanted to say something right then.
Yeah.
And she held it back. And then she saw the Hound next.
Well, she saw Danny and Jon, and she got weird. And then we all arrive in Winterfell. We see everybody in Winterfell, and it's the whole squad. You see for like a mile long, fucking 20 wide by
Yeah.
40 deep of soldiers.
Greatest army there has ever been.
Yes, it's amazing. And we get my favorite prediction from the smoke break, which if you have not watched, not the smoke break we just did, the smoke break from last week or Monday or from last week.
Yeah, last week.
The smoke break me and Patrick did where it's an hour long and we went over it's the first episode of Cast of Thrones, and it's also a smoke break. I predicted that Varys was going to kill Tyrion, and I feel like it. The shit that they're saying and the way that it's going, I just love my prediction there. I love getting the feeling, and they're just talking to each other in a horse and buggy.
What, dude? I don't think that's gonna. I still don't think it's gonna happen.
It's fine, don't. And then dragons fly over Winterfell.
That was huge.
Everyone was like, what the fuck?
Well, not just for that reason. you can tell like something is up with Daenerys. Like she loves being like the intimidating person. Like,
I'm not trying to skip ahead, but what she did to Sam,
oh, dude.
that was fucked up, and we'll get into that in a few scenes. So, then, from the dragons flying over, Jon sees Bran, the one-eyed raven. They see each other. It's cute. I love the character that Bran's playing, especially when Sansa pulls her bullshit with Dany in like 2 more scenes, and he's like, "We don't have time for this."
If you notice, there's gonna be so many storylines. There was so many, and just like from
And he's gonna know all of them.
Well, and Bran's looking at all these people, and like he's gonna have a like subplot, I guess, with all of them. He looked at Tyrion in a certain way. He looked at Daenerys a certain way. He looked at Jaime, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, there was
I
one
can't
more
wait
person.
for them to communicate.
There was one more person he looked at weird.
I have no idea.
Never mind.
I mean, Dany?
No, yeah, Dany, Tyrion, and just Jaime. He kind of looked at Jon weird, but
Yeah. So, Jon sees Bran, and then Sansa and Dany finally meet, like I just said. And that's exactly what I said in last Cast of Thrones from last week. I don't want this bullshit. This Sansa bullshit. I called it. And it pisses me off, dude. I get it, but like, that better be it.
this is just the beginning.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I want the real shit going down. I don't want these girly games, dude. Dany better kill her.
Supposedly, she's the smartest person in Westeros, or something close to it.
Yeah, what the fuck's that?
I'm starting to like understand a little bit more. I never once thought that like Sansa acted like Catelyn Stark, but she is legitimately a mix of Cersei and Catelyn Stark.
Yeah.
100%.
I think that she is going to be a real big issue.
Terrible.
The number one, I think she'll be more of an actual issue than Cersei until that time comes when it's Cersei. But like, I think Sansa's going to make it to where maybe it's going to work out because we're going to go to King's Landing, obviously. But Sansa's going to do something that gets almost everybody killed. I really believe that. She has yet to misfire, really, unless you can bring me up to speed on something that I'm not thinking of.
Nah, Tyrion said it right. Most of the people who went against her are dead now.
She has not misfired, and at some point it has to happen. She has to have that Churchill moment where she kills everybody in World War I on accident. Well, not on accident, just a bad call. And then we get Jon praying to the creepy tree. Oh, first, sorry, I skipped forward. We got the Winterfell town hall with all the fucking northern people. Back to the bullshit I said I don't want, but I understand it's necessary, so I'm not going to harp on it. What'd you think of the town hall meeting?
Excuse me, sorry. I thought it was absolute fucking bullshit. Everyone is so fucking not selfish, what's the word? Just like ungrateful. It's almost like they know the White Walkers are coming, but they're not paying attention to it like they could give like a fuck. It's just kind of like the Night's Watch. Like, they know they're coming. They know, like, if they don't help people or have allies, then that's just more people for the army of the dead.
That shit of it mattering so much. Like, we follow Jon. It doesn't matter if Jon backs Dany. We follow him. We follow Stark. We don't follow Targaryen because of what happened. And I understand it's a perfect parallel between racism in the world and all this shit. But it is... I think the show could be better without it.
Never mind. Go ahead.
What were you going to say?
No, I didn't understand the last one.
What do you mean?
The parallelism.
With the racism and stuff? Yeah. Basically, each house is a different race.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
In my eyes.
It's like 7 continents.
Basically, I just see it being like they're all different races, and we stick with these ones or whatever. Like, the tribal nature of it, And beyond it being the racism parallel, which is still racism when you talk about the tribalism of like human nature, which is where racism comes from. But like, it's such a human thing. I get it, but it just seems like it doesn't have to be as big of a deal. Like, with what's going on, if John and all these people are such great leaders, they should be able to get these people to shut the fuck up. All these people defying John and not coming, go kill them.
Oh, yeah. Lord Glover is probably going to die somehow. But Deepwood Mont is below Winterfell, though.
Below? Like heading south?
Actually, I'm not sure of that. I thought it was south of Winterfell, but I could be completely wrong. Sorry,
I don't
guys.
even know where you're talking about.
Lord Glover, he sent a raven to Sansa and Jon saying that he was going to stay at his house. He's the one who apologized to Jon for not battling with him at the Battle of Bastards. And
Great battle.
yeah.
What do you think's better? That episode, Hardhome, or the fight at the wall? Tough stuff.
Battle of Bastards is the best episode ever.
It's very good. I think that
The Wall is second best.
the wall is ridiculous. I'd like to go back and watch those back to back. That'd be cool. You know what I was thinking would be cool for us to do? Would be something like that, where we go back and watch an episode and like we're watching it and talking about it, like directors.
Cut. Like, what were we thinking?
Yeah. I think that'd be super cool.
I got you. I like that. I like that idea.
At least try it out. We don't have to release it. Make it for Patreon people only. That's what we'll do.
Okay.
Here's what we're going to do. Patreon.com/CJ Couch Talk. If you would like to help support the show in terms of finances, if you mention Cast of Thrones, whatever money you donate, I will split with Patrick. Fair. So patreon.com/CJ Couch Talk. I have to pay for all this equipment. I pay for the RSS feed for this thing to be up. I'm not bitching. I do it. I love it. But it costs money to put this operation. We got cameras, all sorts of shit. It'd be nice if you just donate, because I could monetize on YouTube, and I am not, because I don't believe in it. And I believe advertising is what ruined everything and is the reason that we are able to do this now with somewhat success in terms of people listening.
I got you.
So, back to it. Tyrion and Sansa talk. That was cool.
It was cool, but it was also scary as fuck.
Who's Tyrion's friend?
Well, you're not going to agree with me, but I think his only true friend right now is Varys.
I'll play that card with you.
I think it was scary because we really got to see Sansa is a woman. Sansa is smart as fuck. And Sansa ain't playing no bullshit.
She ain't playing those games, man.
She ain't playing that shit.
She is just... Right now, she might be my least favorite character. Who's your... Oh, no. Other than the Greyjoy shit. Who's your least favorite character?
I've always hated Sansa.
Fuck that bitch. Moving forward. Then we get Jon and Arya's reunion at the tree. Do you think that tree's ever gonna open its motherfucking eyes?
I didn't like that reunion as much as I thought I would.
I was just relieved that Arya was not a cunt.
I didn't think she was going to be a cunt. Excuse my French.
Gunt.
I thought she would have a good, warming reunion with him. But I thought she'd, like, be a little bit more honest. Say a little bit more in that situation. Like,
such as what?
She heard that he got a heart to the knife, but you told Sansa you were a faceless man. You didn't tell Jon you were a faceless man. He asked you how many times you'd use your sword. You said once or twice. I mean, he's kind of like, whatever. But I mean, out of any family member, I feel like those two should have been able to talk for a little bit longer, or say something else.
I was thinking the same thing about the nondescript,
Like,
and that's
I thought-
Arya.
I thought she might brag to Jon, like, I know it's coming, I'm ready to fight for you type of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, he'd probably be like, I knew that you of all people would be, you know, as strong as you are, blah, blah, blah. But then again, you also saw, and this happens, like, this is what happens when you grow up, I guess, with that time of people, medieval, like, they're loyal to their bloodlines, and Sansa and Arya have the same mother and father.
Yeah,
So
that's who they fuck
when
with.
she said,
And they're
you know,
sisters.
yeah, but I mean, John's just their half brother.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
what
yeah,
they think.
yeah.
So you kind of saw that too, but it is what it is. I'm excited to see that too, how that goes, because it's not just Sansa versus Jon. I think it's going to be Sansa versus Jon, Sansa versus Arya, and Arya versus Jon.
Sansa versus Jon. I mean, Jesus. Sansa versus Arya?
I don't think that storyline's done. Sansa just knows that Arya can kill her. Like, she's not going to, if she's planning anything, she's not going to let Arya see it.
This is going to be so intense.
I'm telling you, those last 3 episodes, I feel like are going to be insane. Because every single thing that we saw in the trailer, it seemed like it came on episode 1 or it's going to come on episode 2. Like, even the part like about them all lining up at Winterfell, that looks like it's on the end of season 2 from the clip for next week. And then
like showing old footage?
no.
Did you see my Onion article that I posted on Facebook? So all I post on Facebook is sharing Onion articles.
I do see those. Those actually crack me up.
This
sometimes.
one said Game of Thrones trailer shows fans that new season will be made up entirely of footage from older seasons. It's just funny shit.
Terrible.
Like that is my favorite part of Facebook easily is the Onion. It's not even close. That shit is so fucking funny. Everything else about Facebook, I'm not trying to be some cool guy who thinks Facebook's stupid, but Facebook's pretty stupid.
You randomly have people that believe a post that you write every now and then.
It's so stupid. It's the same. It's the same 5 people every time too.
But it is funny though.
It's amazing. I love it, dude. I have an entire category on my solo episodes called Facebook Follies, where I screenshot dumb shit, and I don't say their names,
gold.
but I go over it. And I did one time for a clip on Instagram, and the kid commented on it.
Oh shit!
Yeah. I didn't say who it was. You know, he didn't say it was him in the comment. I think he said, "Haha, nice," or "good one," or something, or "very nice," or whatever. It doesn't matter.
He knew exactly. He didn't want to get roasted.
Yeah, he didn't want to step into this fucking couch talk universe. And no, I love that kid. Actually, he's really funny. Like, he's a kid who we're not close at all, and I'm not gonna say I love him, but he is extremely funny, and he's been on the podcast, and I think he's super cool. I have no problem with him. Like, Facebook Follies are indiscriminate. I do myself on there. Like, when you get memories.
Yeah. Oh god. Yeah.
I used to type the N-word.
Oh damn, dude.
Yeah. I'll say it too. So, not like, you know what I mean? I'll say it when how do you feel about that? On my podcast, I say that if I have a post that said, I'm not going to say it right now, but if it's like some weird lyric that I posted and I said the N-word, I will say it. Does that make me racist? If I say how stupid I was for saying this, typing it out?
No.
What is that?
But to be honest,
say it. I want it. I don't want you to.
I don't want to go down this path that far, but
here's how many times I've said it.
White people say it. White people say it a lot when black people aren't around, but our music is like a general, like, it's hip hop is really for everyone. Rap is for everyone. Everyone listens to it. So it's part of the culture, like, and I know, like,
what I'm
You
talking
can't
about,
learn a song and not say it or something like that.
What I do is this is from 7 years ago. So what I do is I say this is from 7 years ago, April 17th, 2011 or 2000. Dude, these are like 2010. Holy shit. So 2010, 11. I say this is how crazy things were just in this time. 8 years ago, 9 years ago. I typed this out and a bunch of people liked it. And then I say it. And I was like, see how fucked up it is? Like, the difference between hearing me say it now and how it just stings and everything's like, what the fuck? Versus then, it was something that, white kids used to, all the time, I witnessed them around black people just saying it. Freestyling, just saying it. I was guilty of it. I know so many white kids they have a bunch of black friends and they say the N-word to all of them. Back then. It doesn't exist anymore.
It didn't really happen in my high school that much.
I don't know, dude. We were a magnet school. I'm not saying we had a lot of kids that were
Dude,
should have fucked you up.
Y'all are second biggest school to us.
Huh?
Y'all, Mandarin second biggest public school to Sandwood and Jacksonville.
Yeah, them motherfuckers are huge, dude. How many people were in your graduating class?
I don't even remember that.
Dude,
shit.
it was 900 for us.
We had a fucking shit
I
ton.
think you had over 1,000. It's fucking crazy. But yeah, my point in it is saying that it's not okay and it's ridiculous and this is how stupid I was and this is how different it was. If I typed that out now and posted it, dude, it would be a totally different. It'd probably be on the news.
It would not be on the news, dude.
Watch me do it.
Don't do it.
Obviously, I wouldn't do it, dude. That's my point.
True. But anyways,
Cersei's King Landing.
Sorry about that.
Cersei King's Landing.
That's a stone cold bitch. Stone cold. She is about to lose her edge.
You think so? Do you think fucking dude was a way of them letting us know that she's not making the best decisions?
Exactly.
Nice. That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, what the fuck is this? Although we knew they were destined to fuck. Did you ever think for a second they weren't going to?
I was kind of thinking she was going to find a way to get rid of him before she had to do anything, but he played it smart. He was kind of a player on there.
I think he would not fight to the death, but he would try to fuck her until they killed him.
And then, yeah. I didn't even until he said it, I didn't even realize how much he had really did for her just in the past season. He got the justice for her, whatever. He got the girls.
Think he's got the horn?
Nah, I don't think.
You think we're gonna have a horn situation?
Nah, fuck. Actually,
that's so weird.
Fuck no, because we would have to have a storyline or some flashback before a long time.
It's just so weird to me.
Yeah, like I said, if they didn't bring out the first one, they probably weren't gonna do the second one. But,
yeah, that's very true. That's so crazy to stray that hard.
I still think they have a little bit of time.
What we're talking about for people who don't know is in the books. Explain it, because you can actually explain it.
There's just two horns, one to bring down the wall and one to control dragons, but I'm pretty sure you died if you blew the horn, trying to control the dragon, so you'd have to force someone to do it. I'm not sure if you died with the one that brought down the wall, but
died. So
it's kind of like a sacrifice.
Yeah. Who do you think, if it was there, would do it, John?
To the dragons?
To whatever.
Nah, he wouldn't do that. Because, the other one was bring down the wall. That's for, the Night King.
I'm just saying. Guess. What person do you think would blow a horn?
Well, Euron. I thought Euron was going to make Yara do it, if that storyline had came.
You know what would be cool? If Theon sacrifices himself to save everybody. We need that.
I can see that happening, to be honest. Honestly, I think he's going to die in the next two episodes.
He better. I'm sick of the Greyjoys. That's just me. I've never been interested. Disagree or agree?
They're important.
I'd rather you disagree.
I disagree.
I'd rather you... Yeah, exactly.
Because
I want to talk about it.
The Greyjoys are the reason why Starks lost their home.
Yeah, but like
They're the reason why the North was all fucked up.
they should have just been eradicated. This whole reek thing and like
But I mean,
that's what I mean.
He saved Sansa. I think he's gonna do something. He's probably gonna save Bran or something crazy like that.
Sacrifice himself to save Bran.
I can see that.
Sorry, I was trying to pop it open just to get that pop noise. But I just, like I said, he should be dead already. So in my eyes, he's going to give the ultimate sacrifice, and I think it will be. I like that a lot to save Bran. Yeah, I think that's going to be the death of a lot of people.
I don't know if that many people are gonna die during it. I really don't think that many people.
Do you think we're talking a bunch of people left when it's all said and done?
I think about honestly half of what's left now.
How many important characters do you think there are right now? 12?
More than that.
Yeah, I was going to say, probably 18. Let's do it.
I do think...
If you can't name them off the top of your head, they're not important.
What do you mean, from south to north? From north to south?
Start naming characters. Jaime, Cersei, Theon, Yara, Jon, Sansa, Arya, Bran, the other Greyjoy douche. Euron. Now, when it comes to the Maester guy, the evil second, the queen, hand of the queen or whatever, like, he's not important to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think he's going to have... I'm talking about people who have influence on the show in terms of where this story goes. I'm not saying he doesn't, but he gets told what to do.
Okay, so, like, Ed doesn't count.
Davos.
Beric Dondarrion.
Right.
Tormund.
Right. Tormund is the wildling rep.
Yeah.
I want to see Davos fight so bad.
He's too old.
But he's supposed to be a bad motherfucker.
He's not. He's like said it like 2 or 3 times. He can barely fight.
So what's he gonna do when this shit goes down? You don't think he's gonna be a bad motherfucker?
I mean, a little bit probably, but he's there really to advise and to be like a general.
He has my favorite accent on the show.
He does. Actually, the Hound.
The Hound's awesome. The Hound's another character,
yeah.
But also he's not like... Well, we're going to have the mountain confrontation. Will we or won't we?
I don't know, man. Got no idea.
Seems like, how couldn't we? What's the point of having the two biggest, baddest brothers if they don't fucking fight to the death? Or team up and do something really cool? Could you see that happening? What if the Hound talks him into killing Cersei? It won't happen. I'm just talking shit here.
It could. I mean, anything's possible. Never fucking know. No.
The reason that my percentages are so bad in predictions are just because I do it just to keep the show interesting.
True. Just blurt out
just
whatever.
To bring up...
Oh, well, what if this happened?
Thought-provoking shit.
Oh, snap.
Thought-provoking. That's all I do. I provoke thought. So after the King's Landing thing, she fucks. That was a good talk. Then we got the Greyjoys, Theon saving, and they're going to help out. Right?
Yeah.
Really
Which
cool.
happened super fast.
What happened?
It just all happened super fast.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
I was like, oh, and she's saved.
Like, oh, it's that easy.
The fuck is this?
So easy.
He didn't have better security than that?
Nah. He's getting his dick sucked.
And why did he have her on her boat? You can't put her in dungeons? Cinematic effect.
Yeah, it's all just for fucking looks, beauty. Then we have douche Greyjoy and Cersei just fucked. She's like, get out of here. He tells her he's gonna get her pregnant. You think it's happening?
I have no idea.
She seems to want that.
If she's lying or if she's drinking a bunch of wine to purposely fuck up that baby, or is she lying about being pregnant? Because she's drinking the entire...
Have they referenced in that show an understanding that drinking alcohol during a pregnancy is a bad idea? Because that was not a bad idea for most of human history.
Yeah, but during Eastwatch of last season, when Tyrion goes to meet with her, she's not drinking, and that's why he thinks that she's pregnant.
Okay, true. Very nice. Give me that. Really good. Then we have Bronn, right, being told to kill Tyrion. Wow.
Tyrion and Jaime. Mostly Jaime.
Yeah. I can see him not doing that.
I can see him doing it.
No. I could see him coming up with a plan. I could see him literally going up to them and telling him, your sister told me to kill you. If you have a better plan, tell me right now.
I'm wondering if they're going to push the bronze change and he doesn't need all that anymore.
It seems like he's over it. That was awesome point, dude. Dude. You're so right. That was the point of the threesome.
I don't believe that, though.
I think he's over it. He seemed to be over it in the threesome.
I think he's 100% going to be like, well, this is how I'm finally going to get my fucking castle.
I think he's going to realize that it doesn't fucking matter if you have a castle when you don't go and help because you're dead. What's a castle worth? You living there for 2 weeks before the Night King comes and turns you into him?
You're right. You're 100% right about that. Damn.
So, yeah, I think he's going to go to them and say, basically, hey, your sister told me to kill you. I'm not going to do it right now. I will fucking kill you. But what's your plan? What can you offer me? Because, what can you offer me not to kill you? And how can you ensure that I'm safe? From Bronn being told to kill Tyrion, it's actually when Theon saves Yara, but we already went over it. And then we're back to Winterfell. It's Tyrion, Davos, and Varys on a walk, having a talk through Winterfell. Besides
the parts with Jon and the dragons and Daenerys and Sam, that was 100% my favorite part of the show. Like them just talking about, it would probably be smart for Jon and Daenerys to marry, and the first time they'd have a just king or a just queen and an honorable king, and then when they see him, like it's just all coming full circle.
I was getting vibes, furthermore, of my bias that Varys is going to kill Tyrion.
Well, I don't see where you're getting this from.
We'll watch an episode together and I'll explain it to you.
Okay.
Don't rewatch the episode till we watch it together, or be prepared to watch it together. Come here earlier and we'll just watch it and not do a smoke break.
All right. That's fine. Because I don't see what you are talking about, and I don't see why Varys would have put his neck out on the line to save Tyrion if he's just gonna go around and kill him.
I don't think he knows that he's gonna kill him yet.
But it's not him he has the problem with. It's them controlling Daenerys.
I just gotta show you. The stuff that he says, the way that he says it, the looks, when you go back in the past, the things that they say, it's just, I think it's going down. So, Jon and Dany fly away.
Amazing.
They should just instantly know that Jon's a Targaryen right there.
No one's even,
that's frustrating.
Thought about it.
I guess they don't know.
Just not even thinking about his, who his parents are, but just right when they see him on the dragon, what are you thinking? Oh, Starks can fly dragons too.
Totally normal.
No, have you ever heard of any other family line flying a dragon?
Exactly. Other than the Night King.
Yeah,
he's a Targaryen.
Are you sure?
I have no idea. We can get into that at the very end, but
question.
What's up?
So I saw something.
What'd you see?
It made me think.
What'd you think?
Just piggybacking off of what you just said, we pretty much think that the Night King is either a Stark or a Targaryen.
Correct.
The symbols.
What if he's a Stargaryen?
the symbols that he uses, like the art, like when they burn Ned, which we'll get to in just a second,
666.
and like the symbols like that the children in the forest had and stuff, and it kind of looks like the same, like how it's curved around in a circle. It's kind of like the Targaryen like sigil.
Yeah, very true. It's 666, but yes, it does look just like that. I don't know why they don't. I guess the devil doesn't exist in that show. It's just a cool. It's 666. But yeah, dude, that's exactly right. I think it's a Stargaryen, just like Jon. Half Stark, half Targaryen. Stargaryen, dubbed here on Couch Talk. How has no one thought of that? We would have heard of it by now.
Why do you think of that? Oh, I mean, that could be 100% true, but I don't even know if we might not even find out who he is on this show.
I think that's a crime. If they don't tell us who that is, with all
They
the
might
YouTube
not tell
videos,
us who it is or a motive.
that's a crime.
I mean, we might though. Bran might figure that out, but it's pretty much the only person that can figure that out.
I don't. If we don't know who that is, I'm getting pissed off thinking about it because you're probably right. And now I'm like, cool. That's so stupid if they don't.
That'd be pissed too.
They talked about where haven't they said like where did they come from? Wasn't Sam like trying to figure that out or something?
I don't think so.
I'm just making shit up. So, Gendry, the Hound, and Arya reunite. Gendry looks like he's, our age. Arya looks like she's still 13. It creeps me out every time.
That's pretty cool. I like the Hound and Arya's reunion. Arya was flirting hella much with Gendry. I was like, damn.
Big time.
I also wanted to remember this. Don't forget about Gendry.
That's what I was talking about today at work with my boss and coworker.
If Jon and Daenerys die, he technically has the best claim to the throne.
Technically, even without them, he does. Because the Baratheons were in, and then all of a sudden, and I understand the Baratheons took it or whatever, but like, who the Targaryens take it from? You know what I mean?
There wasn't one yet.
Ever?
No, they united 7 kingdoms. They were all individual.
Damn it. This is why I need you, dude. I need you to be at work, just on speaker when I have Game of Thrones conversations with my coworkers. Because, like, they think I know a lot. Mm-hmm. You know a lot, dude. That's why you're co-host of the year.
Appreciate that. Should get a trophy or something.
So, do we think Gendry and Arya will have sex, or are they just going to flirt forever?
They'll bone. Once.
I don't want that. I don't want to see Arya naked. That's inappropriate to me.
I don't think we'll see all that.
She looks so young, dude. It's inappropriate. I don't like it. If they do that, that's some pedophile shit. And I give up on Game of Thrones.
She could be on Saved by the Bell show with you.
Saved by the Bell, me and Arya. The
high school kids going crazy.
The remake. I never watched Saved by the Bell.
Saved by
True
the Bell's
story.
Dope.
Never seen an episode. Then we have Sansa and Jon talking politics, basically.
Once again, Sansa called Jon out and was pretty much on point with it. But she says she trusts Jon. I don't know if she really does, though.
Fuck no. She doesn't trust him at all. I don't think she trusts anybody.
I think she's ready to use him as like a pawn and kind of hoping that he dies in battle or something happens because
that's horrible.
She wants the crown of the North.
I hate that.
She hasn't defended him at all. Like,
that is very strange. She really doesn't like. I don't like that.
She's a 2-time and hope.
I don't like the way she sits there and just lets shit go down and doesn't defend at all.
And another thing,
brother who isn't really her brother.
Are technically, now that they're back together, are Tyrion and Sansa like married still?
I hope so. Nah, there's no way they hold that up in Winterfell. That's so fucking funny.
I forgot about that.
If he just like showed up at her
And
bedroom,
be like,
scoot over.
technically we're married, bitch.
Scoot over. After that, Sansa and Jon talk, which you liked it.
I did.
It was frustrating, but
It is what it is. That's
Yeah.
her character.
it's part of the show. Sam finds out that Dany murked his family, and the way that she said it, you were right about her up to no good and being weird.
She's losing it.
So is Cersei, and so is Dany. They're both losing it.
Dany is legit, like, going crazy.
I think it's coming. I think we will not be a Dany fan for much longer.
She was a little sad or, like, remorseful about killing the Tarleys. But then again, she really wasn't.
Not at all. She told him
Excuse me.
and expected him to be like cool with it. What the fuck? What was that? Was that just her saying I'm in charge?
I don't know. Yeah, he's supposed to be okay. I just got my dad and my brother burned alive.
It's like it seemed very evil.
It was.
Like
I didn't know if
legitimately evil. That's the first step in us. Like I said, dude, we've been talking about this since last season. Like, we're not going to be fans of Dany, but Breaking Bad found a way for us to love Walter White and root for him.
And then also make us mad at Walter White and start hating him.
I never did.
5th season, I hated him.
I loved everything he did.
He lost his head.
I loved every fucking second of it. Fuck everybody. You're gonna die. Do your thing. Tell everybody shut the fuck up.
True.
Like Skylar?
Fuck Skylar. She sucked.
Fuck Skylar, dude.
She sucked.
Like that is. She was so good at being a cunt.
Don't even. God, I hate her.
Dude, she really is. Is there anyone comparable to her? Well, Joffrey or Skylar? Joffrey was kind of funny at least. And like the shit, like when he would get, like embarrassed or something.
Sansa used to say shit to him all the time.
Yeah.
Just to kill his life.
Yeah.
But
Skylar was a buzzkill.
yeah, Skylar sucked. Skylar just did fucked up shit. And like didn't feel bad about it because she was getting lied to of all things.
Yeah, she's a bitch. Classic girl shit, dude.
Anyways.
Classic girls. So Bran, after Sam finds out about his family getting killed by Dany, he runs into Bran. Bran tells him it's time to tell Jon.
Just gonna point this out.
Go ahead.
Sam also says, "What are you doing out here?" And Bran says, "Waiting for an old friend."
Who do you think that is?
It was Jamie.
Good call. Great call, dude.
I was like, I didn't get it until I watched it the second time. I was like, oh.
Mm-hmm.
Just didn't know when he'd arrive, like spot on, but he knew it happened.
That's fucking dope. So what I think the reason that he said it's time for you to tell Jon was because he could tell Jon in an honest way because of what just happened. Because he was so emotional with what happened with Dany. And because he saw Dany for how she really was. Instead of going there and being like, isn't this great? Like, you're actually Targaryen.
I thought Bran should have went with him though.
Yes! I didn't understand that at all.
But
I did not understand that at all.
I still think Sam should have told him, but Bran should have been there. Just like, I'm not bullshitting, you know.
So here we are. Jon finds out. How'd you like that?
Great.
Or dislike it?
Great reaction.
Mm-hmm.
I wish it was a little bit longer of a scene, to be honest.
Yeah. There wasn't a lot of like satisfaction and payoff. It was just like, oh, okay.
But we've already known about this, just like the director's cut was saying.
Mm-hmm.
Like this was more of like we've already known he was a Targaryen, or he at least he.
The fact that there's people who didn't know that is fucking crazy.
Or not even that he was a Targaryen, but just that he had different parents.
Mm-hmm.
We knew that a season and a half ago.
Easy.
But
We've
now,
been talking about that since the beginning of Cast of Thrones.
well, I'm saying like when they showed it on the
Oh,
on the show.
yeah.
But like to see his reaction was pretty cool because he's never heard, or at least John's never heard that, never known anything about it. And then they had it right next to the crypts, right next to Ned and to Lyanna, which was cool.
Yeah, because you could see, like, maybe that's why, because John was down there. Another reason that it's time now. Because you could, like, that was cool, the camera work of showing the crypt, showing them dead. That was dope, dude. It's a really good scene. All the scenes were really awesome. And something that's really enjoyable for me now, I understand that this show is extremely well done, cinematography and all that. As somebody who's, all I run is the podcast department now, but when I started, I was using that camera and doing all this video editing and stuff and learning it. I appreciate this show so much more. The way that it's shot and how awesome it looks and everything, dude, they're impressive. Like, it's a fucking really well done show.
That's good.
So, do you have any other things to say about Jon finding out he's a Targaryen?
That's a whole nother storyline. Just like I said, with all these little mini alliances that are about to happen and Bran's little side plot stories that are about to happen. This is all side plots too. What are not just Daenerys, but what is everyone going to say when they find out? What the hell is Tyrion going to say? What is Varys? What is Davos going to say? What is Sansa going to say? Like, do they cast him out?
I love, like, thinking about all this shit that you say because it just opens up so much stuff for me. There's so much going on in this show. Like,
way too much. But I mean,
you need like a legitimate diagram of everything and all the possibilities. Dude, this show runs deep and there's not a lot of time and there's a lot of shit that needs to happen. And I think like how we found out about Jon, and this is what we talked about last week too, we don't want it to feel rushed. Kind of felt rushed this last episode. You know, I hope everything doesn't get resolved the way of Jon finding out. And maybe they resolved it that way because we, the viewer, already knew.
yeah.
But it was very anticlimactic.
Well, that's why they put the camera on him. And that's why they put the camera on him instead of on like Sam while he's telling him the whole thing. And they needed his reaction because, like I said, we've all known. Doesn't matter what like Sam looks like during that. It matters what Jon.
Really well done. Acting, Kit. Really well done. And then to close things out, we have Tormund and the rest of the Navy SEALs in that scary moment.
That was a great scene.
Yes. What were you thinking? So they're walking through this abandoned place. What did you think was going to happen?
The moment, well, if we take it back a step, the moment Ned Umber asked for help and for more wagons, I was like, yep, well, he ain't coming back. Like, there's no way he's coming back.
Yeah.
Plus, they showed the last hearth on the intro video, so I was like, oh, something's about to happen with the Umbers.
That shit was...
And we kind of thought, like, we already knew. I'm pretty sure we talked about this earlier or something like that, but the Umbers are the closest house.
Yeah, that's what we talked about last week.
To the wall, so...
You called that. Nice! You said in season 1, they were... Dude! Or episode 1. So there we go, Patrick. 1 for 1 on predictions, you son of a bitch.
Damn, I forgot about that.
Good for you, dude. You're 1 for 1. That's why he's co-host of the year back-to-back years. Unfucking believable, dude.
Damn.
That's fire. It's a good way to close out the episode.
Yeah.
Let's get into predictions. What do you got?
A lot of broken hearts this next episode. Like I said, I think this is the like start for the... I think the roots are going to be set now for what's going to happen after the Great War.
Who's dying? Who's dying? Who's dying?
The only for sure... I don't know if anyone's dying next episode either.
A lot of people are going to die because, like we said, there's a lot of people left and there's only so many episodes. So if no one dies like how no one really died in this episode, the volume of deaths per episode is going to be ridiculous. Were they all going to get nuked? Or are they all going to live?
I think if anyone, Grey Worm's going out first.
We haven't even seen him.
You saw him a little bit for the last episode. He didn't talk either. Him and Missandei didn't say a word.
Yeah, it's the thing. What about the witch lady? Where's she at?
Can't wait till she gets back, and I have no idea.
And there's 2 of them.
And
One's
I
on the other
know for a
continent.
fact she's gonna bring somebody back to alive, or she's gonna have a big part or something. Like, I'm calling that too.
Okay. So who's dying next episode? Grey Worm? I don't think he's
No.
dying until big battle.
If anyone dies next episode, it would be Euron.
Really? The bad guy? No way. I got it. Here's my prediction. He does get her pregnant. She finds out she's pregnant and kills him.
I can see that. Or she has a miscarriage.
No. She's killing his ass. She wants to get pregnant. That's why she grinned when he was like, I'm putting this baby in you. She was like, I have a future now. Fuck this motherfucker. I have a future, though. I'm gonna let him nut in me all day and all night.
Oh, God.
Ugh. That Euron juice. All up in that Cersei sauce.
Stink Greyjoy. Stinky.
Stinky Greyjoy. Out at sea dick. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got for predictions. I mean, next episode I think is going to be much like this episode, but with more battle shit going on. We're going to get a lot of strategy, a lot of... Last episode was political. This one's going to be military strategic.
Now we legit have everybody back at Winterfell. We already saw in the next clip for next week, Tormund will be back, Ed will be back there. Like, I wonder if we see Ghost.
I don't know how Tori would know this, but my BFF Tori, who I watch it with, she said that there's no wolves in the season. Like, they retired the wolves because CGI is too much money, which is absolutely ridiculous because they're spending so much money on fucking everything.
We already
else.
heard that there's going to be wolves in this season.
Take that, Tori.
And I'm pretty sure there's going to be more than just, like wolves, as in plural.
Wolves. So Ghost's going to have babies.
I'm pretty sure Numeria's tribe is going to go north.
They're just going to come out of nowhere and fuck shit up.
I think so too.
When do we see that? Next episode?
I think we see Ghost next episode. But
that's a good prediction. I like that. I like that, actually, a lot.
he has to.
Where the fuck is he?
I know. There's no one at the wall anymore. Like, he has to be somewhere.
Yeah. Ugh. What a cold world out there for Ghost.
I know.
Well, do you have anything else to say?
I fucking love this show.
I love this show.
Fuck.
It is really good.
Boom.
Great episode of Game of Thrones to start things off. I expect another one. Me and Patrick are killing it. Go check out the Smoke Break video. Do you want people to follow you?
No, I'm good. But if you want to, it's Patrick's story.
You can follow me on Instagram at CJ Couch Talk. If you have any questions, comments, insults, or would like to be a guest, email me at cjcouchtalk@gmail.com. And also, please donate to Patreon. It is patreon.com/CJCouchTalk. In the donation, mention Cast of Thrones. Me and Patrick will split the money.
Money.
Donate, help us out. You spend money on a fucking energy drink every day. How about spending money on something that you actually get more than 2 hours of energy out of? So thank you very much for listening. We love you, and we will talk to you next week.
Deuces.
Bye-bye.